G'day guys, down to our new little creek today. Did a little bit of research and thought I'd give this a crack. So I parked the car just up the road a little bit and I've just come down. I actually just come down with the shovel and a pan and just started to have a little crack just here. As you can see, this is all bedrock. Just in here, should be able to see just right there, just right in there. What I'm thinking, so the creek itself is coming, just zoom back out, creek's coming up there from the right and inside bend there on the right hand side. You got this bedrock. I'm thinking when this creek's flowing high, then obviously it's probably going to be coming over this rock, and as that's dropping off down there with the bedrock, hopefully it can capture some gold, as you should be able to see in here, all cracks in the bedrock. So I did like, I don't know, about a shovel and a half, not even that, just what's in that pan there. And when there's no way I'm going to dig that, and if I'm really wanting to check this area out, then I'm going to need to have a bit more of a crack and bring the bait pump. So that's what I went and did. Just take a look down this way, down the creek. Let's see if this thing wants to play today. There we go. Still getting the hang of this gimbal. So there's all bedrock down here. As you can see, the stones are all caught behind the bedrock just up here. So I'll give that a little bit of a suck. More bedrock down here with some cracks in it. Give all that a little bit of a crack. I could continue down here. There's more bedrock down there as well. But what I will do is I will focus just down here on this area first. Have a little crack there. Maybe move a couple of those rocks and have a little crack there. Yeah, I think this is dead. But there's a yabby. It's got a stick just in here. It's either going to move, no. Oh! Yeah, just in there. So yeah, I'll have a little crack around here and hopefully be showing you some colour soon. Alright, did a bit of testing just here. Mainly just still getting a bit of overburden. Sucked a little bit down there, pulled the rocks out. But, what I started to do, I don't know if I filmed this, was started sucking just here. Now, I'll get down there so that you can see it. Alright, so just in here I'm hoping you can sort of see these cracks. There's a crack there, there's another crack just here, and up on top, if you can sort of see, it'll be right in the center of the screen, and I'll zoom in. Now, right in the center of the screen, got to try and hold this as, trying to hold this as steady as I can. Where are we? Right there. So what I did, right there, that's a little bit of gold just sitting on top of the bedrock. Right there. Hopefully, yeah, you can see that. Sorry about all the movement. Hopefully it stabilises a little bit, but a little bit of gold. How's that? Alright, I'm going to have to go back to my car now and just get a couple little tools so that I can clean this out. So what I'm going to now do, I haven't even checked the pan. I just seen that little gold pop out and I thought be something to show. So there might not be much gold here. I'm not going to spend too much time here. I just thought I'd just come and have a bit of a look. But what I am going to do is I'm going to yabby pump all this bedrock clean just here. Just in this little section. See if I can get a couple more surprises like that. And then I'll bring you... Oh, actually what I'll do is I'll go get something that I made. And nice and cheap. I think it cost me about $5 in total. And it's going to be perfect for getting gold like this off the bedrock. Alright, back soon. Alright guys, I'll just show you what I was talking about, what I made. So, I went to 2 different shops. First shop I went to was $2 shop, or you know, one of those discount shops. And I got this bottle. I think it's a sauce bottle or something like that. So I checked it out. And just seeing if it was how well, if I could squeeze it, if it was going to return to shape. And then I went to Kmart, got the stainless steel straw, so it's got a bit of an angle on it, but that's alright. So it's a giant snuffer bottle, you could say. So I'll squeeze it in and I'll put it near the phone here. Hopefully you should be able to hear. Yeah, you can't really hear it. Hopefully you can hear that sucking. So what you tend to do with these things, I'll just go down here, just get some water, just get it to suck some water in first, as you can see there, just so there's a little bit of water in, and squeeze it all out again. You probably need to have that away from there. Would have liked to have got a straighter stainless steel straw, but not to be. But I might have to give that a little bit of a trim. So I'll go back over here to where I believe it's gold. It looks like gold to me. I'll just zoom in again. Right there. Squeeze this thing in. So that's what you want to be doing, squeezing it in. And then getting it there and sucking. Okay. Still not coming. Squeeze it out again. Oh, not coming out of there. Might be a bit bigger than I think it is. Well, I'm just going to get a little scraping tool and give it a scrape. Right. Hopefully I've got that. While I'm here, I'll see if I can loosen a couple of these other rocks. This little crevice there, and everything's tightly packed. So give all that a scrape. Advantage here is I've got running water, so it'll clear off pretty quickly. Just in here, these bits of rock, it's a quartz they are, they're really nicely tightly packed. So loosen them up a little bit. Get this oversized snuffer bottle. I think I've seen another piece of gold just in here. I'll just squeeze this out into the pan. It's not ideal, this straw, I've just realised, being bent, but that's all I could get. So I could always put the bend on the outside, and I might end up doing that. Now, when looking for one of these bottles, as I said, make sure it's something that's going to squeeze. Now, being see-through is probably always best, but it doesn't have to be if you can't get a hold of one. But what I'll do, I won't bore you too much with me just sitting here sucking all this stuff out. I'll do this for a little while, have a little bit of a crack here. This is, as I said, today's just more of a little bit of an explore. I thought if I found some ground that was worth high banking, I would. But this is really a bit more crevicey sort of work. So I'll keep going at this crack. I'll move a few of these rocks around as well. Just around here where the pan is. Just underneath that pan. I'll have a crack around here, and today's just going to be a little bit of a poke around and yeah, see if we can get a bit of colour. But this is looking promising. Doesn't look like anyone's got at these cracks because of the material there, especially just down here. I'll see if we can zoom in. I'll move this back a little bit. Just right in there. Oh, come on. There we go, right in there. All nicely tight packed material. But yeah, we'll see how we go. Alright guys, what I've done about 4 pans. I've been having a little crack here where I first found that little piece of gold that was sitting right on top. I've dug that down. I don't know how well. Where are we? That one, that's up here. Don't know how well. It's about the centre of the screen. It's down a fair ways. I've sucked everything out. I've cracked it open, and I just decided to have a little bit of more of a suck around here. Around this area where I was before, where I was showing you where my pan was. There's not a lot of colour here. As I said, this is my first time here. I'll just show you what I've got. So a few nice bits, they're nice and chunky. A few nice and chunky, and then hopefully you should be able to see the smaller little dots as well. A few nice little bits. And the garnet, just there. One little garnet. Doesn't show how red it really is with this blue pen. Yeah, so that's all I'm going to do here. Spent about an hour. Going to go try some more spots. But what I'll do is I'll leave this. I'll end this video here because it'll probably end up being a bit long. And I'll go try another place. So today's not really so much about mining in that sense. It's more about like prospecting, going to different spots, trying different places, seeing how much colour you can get, and maybe I'll try and hit maybe one or two more places, and then I'll head off and call it a day. But you know, that's where your research sort of helps a little bit. Have a few places marked that you want to go and check out, and then check them out, and then leave them for another day to actually come and do some mining. There's a lot more to explore around here, and I might explore this area a little bit more, and then I'll head off. But I'll end this now. Hope you're enjoying this stuff. Hope to start the meetups again. It's just a bit tricky with water, not having water, or very little water. So hopefully we get a lot of rain, put some of these fires and everything out. Hopefully the rain comes in the right places. But until the next time, I'll see you all later.